Hey everybody, I'm Kim Capilotto, and I have the privilege to be your MC tonight, along with my good friend Doug Quinn, who is joining us tonight and will be our auctioneer.
And as you all can see, Kim does need an extra hand. He's got that shoulder thing going, and I'm here and more than happy to help, Kim.
Thanks, Doug. I appreciate it very much. So, welcome to our benefit auction supporting the Historic Trust. We're about 30 minutes from starting the program and the live auction. If you haven't yet, head over to the online bidding link on the screen and register so you can make pledges in our special appeal and bid on our auction items this evening. The pre-show program will begin in just a few minutes. We have an incredible evening tonight in store for all of us. So I'd like to start by thanking our friends over at Columbia Credit Union for being the presenting sponsor of tonight's auction. First of all, the folks at Columbia Credit Union are ecstatic that I have to thank them on screen for their support. But they always are stepping up and helping organizations in this community, and they do a great job. So thanks again to all of them. And for all of you also for staying safe with your close friends and family at home tonight. So we've got a swinging band for you to listen to while you grab a bite to eat, pour yourself a beverage, and get ready to bid. We'll turn it over to the Swizzle Chicks and the piping Hot Toddies in a moment, but first, let's make sure you're set up and ready to show your support.
I hope you have all been bidding on the auction items thus far. There are some amazing travel packages and some long expiration dates. There's wine, because we all need wine, obviously. In addition, the live auction tonight, the silent auction items, you're hopefully been bidding on those. Those are going to be active now through tomorrow, Sunday, October 24th until noon. So get those bids in now. And I believe if you'd like, you can just buy it now and be done with it.
Yeah, and that way you don't have to worry. It's a problem solved.
It makes it easy. You can have two glasses of wine.
Exactly. So let's get this party started with the Swizzle Chicks and the Piping Hot Toddies. What a great name. Make sure your devices are powered up, and let's start the show.
Bum, bum, bum. Welcome to Saluting Our Heroes, a benefit fundraiser for the Historic Trust in beautiful Vancouver, Washington.
We are the Swizzle Chicks, and we'd like to introduce to you our band, the Piping Hot Toddies.
We have on piano keyboard Frank DiGiovanni. On the bass, Dennis Kayaza. On the drum set, Kurt Deutscher. And on tenor saxophone and clarinet, Pete Peterson.
We love you, you Hot Toddies.
Yes, we do.
So what are we celebrating tonight?
We are celebrating the people who preserve the great history of our community.
Oh, like Providence Academy.
Mm-hmm. And the Pearson Field Education Center.
And Officers Row.
Oh, Officers Row. That's my favorite.
I love officers.
I love
a man
officers
in uniform.
too. Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
I'm getting my lipstick on for my selfie.
What's a selfie?
You there at home, take a selfie and then post it to the hashtag on your screen. Oh. Mm-hmm. Make sure to take your selfie.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Mailman passes by, and I just wonder why he never stops to ring my front doorbell. Ba-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. There's not a single line from that old love of mine. Not a word since I last heard farewell. That's the reason that I'm gonna sit right down and write myself a letter. Make believe it came from you. Oh, I'm gonna write words oh so sweet. They're gonna knock me off my feet. A lot of kisses on the bottom. I'll be oh so glad that I've got 'em. I'm gonna smile and say, I hope you're feeling better. Close with love the way you used to do. Oh, I'm gonna sit right down and write myself a letter. Make believe, make believe, make believe a letter came from you. I'm gonna sit sit right down, write myself a letter, and make believe it came from you. I'm gonna write words so, so sweet, they're gonna knock me off my feet. A lot of kisses on the bottom, I'll be oh so glad that I got 'em. I'm gonna smile and say, I hope you're feeling better, and close with love the way you do. I'm gonna sit right down and write myself a letter, oh, and I make believe it came from you, just you. I'm gonna write I love you, honey, deed I do, and make believe it came from you. I'm tired of waiting, 'cause I'm so thinking of you all day through. I'm gonna say the sweet things that I long to hear. I live in a dream and just pretend you're near. I'm gonna sit right down and write myself a letter. I'm gonna fool myself when I make myself believe the letter came from make believe it came from you. Bop, 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 bop. He was a famous trumpet man from out Chicago way. He had a boogie style that no one else could play. He was the top man at his craft. But then his number came up and he was gone with the draft. He's in the army now, a blowing reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. They made him blow a bugle for his Uncle Sam. It really brought him down because he couldn't jam. The captain seemed to understand, because the next day the cap went out and drafted a band. And now the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. A root, a toot, a tootly attitude. He blows 8 to the bar. In boogie rhythm, you can't blow a note unless the bass and guitar is playing with him. And the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. He was some boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. And when he plays boogie woogie, he's busy as a blue reed. And the company jumps 8 to the bar. He's the boogie woogie boy of Company B. Woo! Puts the boys asleep with boogie every night and wakes them up the same way in the early bright. They clap their hands and stamp their feet because they know how he plays when someone gives him a beat. He really breaks it up when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. A root, a toot, a tootly attitude. He blows 8 to the bar. In boogie rhythm, he can't blow a note unless the bass and guitar is playing with him. And the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B.
Well, speaking of Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy, we are going to throw this over to Kim Capoletto, the MC for the evening.
Ooh, he's a dreamboat.
Yeah. He's going to give you some technical information.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
I did not know you played the bugle.
I
brother.
get that all the time, Doug. Let me tell you. So it's just a night full of surprises, isn't it?
It is. It is. I think there's a few more on the way, too.
I think so. So saluting our heroes will begin in about 10 minutes. Be sure you're logged in and keep bidding on those silent auction items. I do want to make sure that our community sponsors know how grateful we are. It takes a lot of support from a lot of people and organizations to keep this community moving forward. We're grateful that they believe in our work. So now let's hear from Michelle Thor, Vice President of Outreach and Social Responsibility at Columbia Credit Union, our presenting sponsor for tonight's event. Michelle?
Hi, Michelle Thor, VP Outreach and Social Responsibility with Columbia Credit Union. I'm also on the board of the Historic Trust, and I want to let you know we're happy to be the presenting sponsor of tonight's event and hope you all raise your paddles and help the Trust raise lots of money for their great causes. Thank you for making life better with the Columbia Credit Union and the Historic Trust.
Hi, everybody out there. I want to welcome you to Learn the Lindy. We've got Stephanie here and Rick here, and they are going to help us learn how to Lindy with the very basics of the Lindy hop. It starts out with, I'll give you the step names, triple step, rock step, triple step, rock step. Yep, triple step, rock step. Now, one of the things that's really important here is the bounce and the rhythm. There you go. Exactly. I'm going to count in the band, and they will play with the band. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Triple step, rock step, triple step, rock step. There you go. Remember, the lead does the rock step on the left. The follow does the rock step on the right. Stephanie is the follow. Rick is the lead. And once you learn the basic Lindy, the sky's the limit and you can add a bunch of other steps. Take it away.
Trinidad like paradise, drinking rum and a Coca-Cola. Go down Point Cumana, hot sun and blue water, spending all my Yankee dollars. It's a fact, man, it's a fact.
From Chickahominy to Mona's Isle, people nice all dance and smile. Help soldiers celebrate his leave. Make every day like New Year's Eve.
Drinking rum and a Coca-Cola. Go down Point Cumana, hot sun and blue water, spending all my Yankee dollars. In old Trinidad, I also fear the situation is mighty queer. Like the Yankee girls, the folks here swoon when they hear their bingle croon. Drinking rum and a Coca-Cola. Go down Point Cumana, hot sun and blue water, spending all my Yankee dollars. Oh, you vex me, man, you vex me. Out on Manzanella Beach, coconuts just out of reach. All night sing and dance and laugh. The next day sit in hot sun and cool off, drinking rum and a Coca-Cola. Go down Point Cumana, hot sun and blue water, spending all my Yankee dollars. Rum and a Coca-Cola. Rum and a Coca-Cola. Spending all my Yankee dollars.
Oh, give me land, lots of land under starry skies above. Don't fence me in. Let me ride through the wide open country that I love. Don't fence me in. Let me be by myself in the evening breeze. Listen to the murmur of the cottonwood trees. Send me off forever, but I ask you please, don't fence me in. Just turn me loose, let me straddle my old saddle underneath the western skies. On my cayuse, let me wander over yonder till I see the mountains rise. I want to ride to the ridge where the west commences, gaze at the moon until I lose my senses. I can't look at hobbles and I can't ride to the ridge where the west commences. Gaze at the moon until I lose my senses. I can't look at hobbles and I can't stand fences. Don't fence me in. Don't fence me in. Don't fence me in.
How about those Swizzle Chicks earlier? That was awesome. Three-part harmony, and they wrote this here, but I don't have any idea. It says it reminds me of the Andrews sisters. Who are the Andrews sisters? I know that they existed, but I was not. Come on, I mean, give me a break. So, anyways, they were absolutely awesome, and it was great to listen to them, and it was a lot of fun. So we're excited to be joining you here tonight in support of the Historic Trust, all of their programs honoring, celebrating, and preserving all the community's history here in Vancouver. And it's a great night tonight.
You know, it is. This is really fantastic. Kim, I'm picking up on a different vibe. What's up with that? I mean, you're looking a little different than when we started this whole thing.
Well, so here's the deal. I got about another month in that brace, and so I thought for tonight I would take it off. But you need to make sure you don't tell Lisa, okay? Because if she knows that I'm out of this brace, then there could be hell to pay at my house. So, and the rest of you folks watching, if you know Lisa, please do not tell her that I didn't wear the brace tonight. So
This is being recorded, right?
that's
Skip it.
complicated.
We'll get on going.
That makes it more complicated. So I love you, Lisa. Okay, so you know what? We got a lot of surprises tonight, Doug. So stay connected, everybody. Keep an open eye for a few surprises along the way. And
Oh, you kind of got me curious now. What do you got surprises? You up that empty sleeve now?
we got a couple other things that I hid in my rotator cuff. It's going to be great.
All right.
So, you know what? Tonight we're celebrating our heroes, and we're celebrating the contributions, all the human experiences of the diverse populations over the thousands of years here. So those that have laid the foundation for this incredible region. So within this heritage, we're also celebrating all those that are maintaining and shaping the historic legacy, not just for our future, but for the future of our kids and our kids' kids. All the residents and local businesses that are here enjoy the historical properties, and the youth that participate in the programs like we have at the Pearson Field Education Center. All the leaders who visit the historical properties to learn from and be inspired by leadership like people like Mother Joseph and General Marshall and all the visionaries who had committed to being here and being part of this history. So, and tonight, you know what? We're celebrating you. All of you that are here with us tonight, great group of people, great group of supporters, both that are here with us tonight and those that have supported us in the past. And you'll hear a little bit more about that a little later as well. And they're the ones that have helped us make all this happen. So, Doug, what do you think? Should we get this live auction going?
I think we should.
Let's
Let's get this thing going.
All
So
right.
if you'll bear with me, grab your phone, get it ready, because we're ready to see you start bidding, and we're going to look for a little bit of fun, a little bit of energy as we begin to move this along. And we're going to start with package one, if you would. So kicking it off with a literal wet your whistle package. Oh my goodness, this package includes 15 bottles of high-end whiskey, generously donated by the Historic Trust's Board of Directors. I sense they might sip just a little bit.
We've tried every one of these, not these bottles, but every one of these, and they're all very high quality.
They're all very good. We have the Whistle Pig Single Barrel Rye. It's aged 10 years and hand bottled at the Whistle Pig Farm. There's a Macallan Highland Single Malt Scotch and a Wild Turkey Rare Breed Kentucky Straight Rye Whiskey. Now, that's a mouthful, but I'm guaranteeing it tastes better than it does to explain it. So we're going to get going on this thing. We're going to get the bidding started, and I have several bidders who have already lined up on this item. We started way down at $400, and we've got Rich Biggs and Elizabeth Schill and Mr. Savage and Mrs. Schill again, and we're up now to Elizabeth Schill, and you're sitting in the driver's seat at a $1,200 bid. So here it goes. I'm looking for a bidder at higher than $1,200. I need a bidder now at $1,300. I need a $1,300 bidder. If you're willing to play along, if you want to have that whole array of fine whiskeys.
Well,
so
and that's less than $100 a bottle currently. I mean,
Totally.
that's a screaming deal.
Yeah.
So.
And an exceptionally crafted basket of bottles
Absolutely.
too. So this has a much higher value than where we're at right now. And again, what you're doing tonight is donating towards the trust. It's a wonderful cause to support, and you get something to show for it. And you can tell your friends about it while they're pouring them a glass of some of those premiums.
Yeah. We'd be happy to come over, and you could tell us about it while you pour us a
That's a
whiskey
great
as well.
idea.
Just for the
I
record,
like
we're
that.
available that night, so let us
Just
know.
in case.
Yeah.
I'll be available, I'm pretty
Exactly.
sure. So we're looking for another bidder coming on, probably looking at the $1,300. You can bid it higher as you want. You can keep going up. But right now, Elizabeth Schill, you are in the controlling seat at $1,200. I'm looking for a $1,300 bid. So if you want to bid it up, let's go ahead and do it. Otherwise.
Well, we're waiting for that also. A couple of things that I did want to say is that one, you also, I just want to make sure that everybody remembers that we have a slight little delay here. So don't wait until the last second because I want to be real clear on this.
Yes.
Because as incredible as the technology is today, we're still not face to face.
Yeah.
So there is a little bit of a delay. So on the off chance you're thinking that you're going to, like Bill Kavanaugh, for example.
There you
notice
go,
that?
Bill. Yes.
Bill knows the system. Bill's in at $1,300 now, right?
He's finally showed up. There we go. Yes.
So my point is don't wait for the last second thinking that you're going to come come in and take that away from Bill now. So between Cheryl and Elizabeth and Steve, there's a variety of folks in there that have bid on this. But don't wait to the last second because you may end up missing it.
We may inadvertently, never intentionally, bump you off the edge of your attempt to get this thing.
Well, you know it's not intentional because our job is to make sure that we take every single penny that you have tonight.
Absolutely.
So let's just make sure
there's
that's
no
real clear.
no
okay, I
malintent.
want to be clear on that.
So I've got Bill Kavanaugh sitting at 13, so I'm looking for a $1,400 bid. All you got to do is grab your phone, tap it in, and we're ready to go. I see it in just a few seconds after that, not even. So if Bill is owning, look at that. Bill, you are a gentleman. What did he just do there?
Bill just raised his own bid by $100. So
thank you, Bill.
Bill, you know what? You might want to go to $1,500 because it looks like Bill Kavanaugh is trying to take this away from Bill Kavanaugh. So I don't want to point out the obvious, but I'm just letting you know
He might take
it. It could happen, Bill. So don't wait. Don't wait.
Let him sneak
don't
up
do it.
on you.
Don't do it.
They're always trying to sneak up on you like that. Bill, thank you so much. That is wonderful to help support the trust.
Absolutely.
You got to love it when they do this.
That's nothing more than support right there. That's a
total
guy that
support.
said, you know what? I'm all in on this
Thank
deal.
you.
So.
And he's going to make sure to get that whiskey basket.
Absolutely. So the other thing, while we are waiting too for some of these bids to come in, I did want to make sure that I at least mention we got a couple of things since we have a little bit of a delay. We've got a couple of things that are going on at the trust, and right now we have the Fighting for the Right to Fight exhibit that is being put in at the artillery barracks, and it's being open and toured as we speak. It's an incredible, incredible exhibit that came from the World War II Museum in New Orleans. And I've actually seen this exhibit in New Orleans at the World War II Museum, and it is an awesome, awesome exhibit. So if you have time, make time. If you don't, but if you have time, make sure and go and check this out. It was really, really an impressive exhibit, and it talks about the African Americans that were there from day one defending the country, even though they weren't able to celebrate in all the same rights that everybody else had. So. It's really, really cool, and it's taking place right now. It goes through January 15th, by the way, at the artillery barracks, so make sure that you get those going.
And speaking of rights, I think Bill Kavanaugh has rights to this basket unless somebody steps in about the next 30 seconds or so.
Yeah, maybe 15 seconds.
Maybe 15
Let's
seconds.
take a little shorter.
And there we go. Here we're coming down to this bid. You see the clock in front of you. You should all see that. That will close bidding on item number 1 in just a few seconds, I guess. It'll be coming to close. So
this is the classic example of where, and it's closed now.
it is totally closed. It should be, assuming this whole timing and virtual stuff works out. Yeah, exactly.
We're going to give it just a second just to make sure, and then we're going to celebrate with whoever it is that is the winner. So
we should be seeing the final bid come through on our end so that we can confirm that with you hopefully soon. And
I did want to go back before we go on.
Yes,
though. I want to make sure that you know that if you did buy a VIP basket tonight or a VIP pass tonight, then in that package that you got with your meal is a complimentary ticket for 4 people to go to that Fighting for the Right to Fight.
For that, yes, absolutely.
So that exhibit at the artillery barracks is really, really cool. So
if you're a VIP package owner right now.
Yep. And if you are a veteran or a low income, if you have income issues that prevent you from being able to attend that, you can go to that exhibit free as well, specifically for our veterans. It's very cool. Otherwise, tickets are just $10 each. So I think it's very, very cool. So
here we go. Package number 1, our bid winner, Bill Kavanaugh at $1,400. Bill, thank you so much for stepping it up. That was nicely done.
Awesome job. And thanks to the Historic Trust Board of Directors for stepping up and putting that together. That's awesome.
Looks like we're going to go airborne, Kim.
It's looking that way.
Yeah, so up next is package number 2, and it's a round-trip tickets on Alaska Airlines anywhere throughout the U.S. that Alaska flies, including Hawaii, Canada, Costa Rica, and Mexico. The winner of this package will receive 2 coach class round-trip airfare vouchers. No blackout dates in this package at all. These vouchers are worth over $2,400, or are worth $2,400, and they're good for a year until next October, 2022.
Yeah.
So we're going to look to see which one of you out there is going to be buying these tickets, and we're looking at the current bidders, and there's a few coming up here. We got, it started, Jessica Shanmack, looks like she jumped on the board at the first level. She's back in it a couple times there.
Rich Biggs has been a big player on this one as well.
Oh, there he is, yeah. Rich has been in it a couple times now. Jessica, you're welcome back to the table. Natalie Powell as well. Albert Schlontfeld, a shoestring family member.
There you go.
Albert, you're sitting on the top of the heap right now at a $1,500 bid. So Albert's got 15, so I am now looking for a $1,600 bid. If one of you would like to bid a $1,600 bid, that would be a wonderful way to support the trust. So Albert Schlottfeld is sitting there at 15. I'm looking for 16, so help us out and help the trust out.
And I don't want to point out the obvious, but if Albert's going to pay $1,500 and somebody else outbids him, there's a possibility he'd pay $1,700, right? I mean, if somebody will pay $1,500,
it's probably highly probable even.
I don't know. I don't want to speak for Albert because Albert's a lawyer, right? So you want to be real careful with it.
Yeah, he may not, and he may not.
Okay, granted, he's a land use, whatever. I get it, but still, you don't want to take that guy on.
He may not invite me to Thanksgiving next year
I know,
either.
right? You'll be at the kids' table again,
yeah,
Doug.
Exactly, again. Don't do it, Albert. So we're okay. So I still got Albert sitting on top of the heap at $1,500. So there we go. Oh, Rich Biggs jumps
Back
in
in
and slides it in at $1,600. That's awesome, Rich. Thank you.
That is awesome.
Albert, don't let that happen. There's just no way we can let that go.
Oh, look, although we can't see any notes here, I think that Rich Biggs typed in, there's no way that Albert will outbid me on this. That's what I don't know where that comes in. I think I see that somewhere. It was up there. It's gone now. I don't know.
It's a telemetry feed.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I'm just curious. I don't know. It's a little hologram.
So I'm wondering, Albert, you might as well just hop back. You and Christy are going to take some trips. You know that it's coming. And you can just pick the location at this point. You'll have the airfare all lined up.
And let's be clear. The rest of y'all that haven't bid yet, fly right at it. So,
absolutely.
So
make Rich work for it a little bit.
Right?
Just a little bit.
Though, I was going to say, though, that when we were looking at some of these bids that were occurring earlier today, there was a pretty good group of people that have been in there and done some heavy bidding. I do want to say that Rich has actively been bidding on multiple packages
all the way
since
up.
the entire thing opened up. So
yes,
and look at Albert.
You step up the game. I love it. Albert takes back control of the table at $1,700, and it is back on top.
Yeah,
looks like they're heading for someplace.
And Albert, I wouldn't pack yet. I don't know. I know Rich.
Know.
Rich is not a guy that goes down without a couple of more swings, I think. So. But you never know, either way. So
you don't know. You don't. But hey, thank you. This is wonderful to see this item climbing up the ladder and supporting again the trust and this significant fundraiser for the year. This is
and remember, don't wait until the last second. So if you're planning on going back in, remember the delay. We're going to start probably wrapping this one up pretty quick, and so we want to make sure that we don't that you don't lose an opportunity there.
Like right now.
What do you think?
Let's start it. 15 seconds.
All right.
Let's get going.
We got about 15 seconds.
I don't know. You taking any bets on this?
I'm just waiting to see my wife's name pop up on there. I figured that could happen
that
too.
Was coming.
So that's all right.
I see Albert is still right there where he needs to be at 1,700. We could take an 18 still. It looks like it might be closing here in just a little bit.
Yep, looks like it might be closed.
How close are we? I'm wondering.
It's closed.
You think so?
Well, we got a little bit of a delay, but it's closed for them.
And this is anywhere domestic U.S. that these guys fly.
Yeah.
This is cool.
Hey, did you know though? Well, we got a couple of seconds here. This is the 50th anniversary, evidently, of DB Cooper hopping out of the plane. In 50th year. That's what I was told was 50th years. It does not seem like 50 years ago, but it was.
You know what's weird about that? DB Cooper, he was about your height.
Yeah. Was he? I wonder where this is going to go.
He had piercing eyes. Have you all seen him? He knows the Seattle, Portland area well.
Born and raised.
They suspect he's got some money to manage.
And that's where I fall out. Right up till then, I was a prime suspect, but
okay, well, I won't expect you then at the exhibit right away.
I'm out.
Come in and see how they celebrate you. So there we go. Our winning bidder tonight, Albert Schlottfeld. Congratulations, Albert. I'm very happy for you at $1,700, and thank you again for your generous support of the foundation.
And thanks to everybody that was bidding tonight on this and all the packages. We really appreciate that. So, also want to say thanks to Alaska Airlines. That was a very generous donation. And so I spoke a little bit earlier about the trust, but I also want to take a moment and turn it over to our interim CEO and long-time board member, Stacey Graham, to talk about why we're here tonight.
Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. Though it's virtual, your hearts are with us, and we hope that you are enjoying yourselves and that you are learning something new. Tonight we're celebrating the heroes that have come before and those in our midst today, from the indigenous people of the Cowlitz and Chinook tribes who came from this land to the early settlers of the Hudson's Bay who came to this land, and of course Mother Joseph and her band of sisters who arrived by ship and traveled to the Northwest on mules to build churches and orphanages, hospitals, and schools. We also can't forget the military leaders, General Ulysses S. Grant and George Marshall, who served their early careers at Fort Vancouver before they became national heroes of their times, and aviators like Valery Shklov, whose flight from Moscow to Vancouver via the North Pole pioneered the air route from Europe to the American Pacific coast. When World War II came, we sent our fathers and our sons to war, while our mothers and daughters, often referred to as Rosie the Riveters, left their homes to go to the Kaiser shipyards and the factories, supporting the war effort and their families. I dare say those who have come before would hardly recognize us today. Where they walked and rode mules, we now fly and travel to space. Where they were vast fields and farmlands, there are now suburbs and industrial parks. Where they planted and harvested, we order online or have our food delivered. No thanks to the pandemic, I might add. We stand on the shoulders of those who came before. Looking back allows us to see the path forward. Understanding our history gives us hope. It allows us to dream, to not give up, to do it better. Over the past year, the Historic Trust has come together to make some big decisions on how we're going to move forward, how we become more relevant in the learning and teaching and sharing of the stories of our past, and at the same time engage the hearts and minds of today's heroes and those potential heroes yet to come. It's not easy to compete with all the technological advances, kids with screens, Zooming, streaming, and identifying whatever the next shift will be. We believe it's in the telling of the stories, finding the truths of our past and reaching out to all the members of our community, connecting our diverse history with the arts and culture all together so we understand the great tapestry of our lives and how we got here, right here, today. Asking ourselves as individuals and communities, where do we want to go next? How do we want to do things differently, and what do we keep doing the same? When you make your donations tonight, we are asking you to invest in our new expanded direction. Help us fund our new documentary series and bring a series of thought-provoking speakers and stimulating conversations to our region. And also offer concerts as well as insight into the different musical genres and cultures of the past and present. Help us bring significant national and regional exhibits like the Fighting for the Right to Fight exhibit that you can see right now at the Artillery Barracks until January. It's an absolutely fabulous exhibit that will change the way you see our world. Help us tell our stories, your stories of this place, the past, of today, and of our future. Oregon Governor Tom McCall once said, "Heroes are not giant statues framed against a red sky. They're people who say, this is my community and it's my responsibility to make it better." So tonight we're asking you to invest in a better future, exciting new chapter in the life of the Historic Trust for all of us, for all of our communities, all of our people, and all of our heroes. Help us to understand that past and reflect on what we've learned, and together engage in building a better, more equitable, and generous future. Again, I want to thank you. I want to recommend that you give generously and often this evening, and I thank you very much for the opportunity to come into your homes.
Great job, Stacy, as always. Stacy is amazing. She has stepped in. First of all, she's really, really good at a whole bunch of things. But the one thing she is really, really bad at is retiring. So that has been fantastic for us. So I just want to say thanks, Stacy. I appreciate you, and I appreciate how hard you've worked since coming in as the interim executive director for the trust, and how hard you've worked to put everything together, including this event here tonight with your team. So that's awesome. But that's why we're here tonight, is to raise some money for the trust and for the programs that the trust oversees. We want to have a better, more equitable, generous future for us, our kids, and our kids' kids. So we talked about surprises earlier and generosity. Our community owes a huge debt of gratitude to Ed and Dolly Lynch for their vision in shaping the community, and to their family for carrying that vision forward. I will tell you that I'm on the board of the trust because Ed specifically asked me to be on the board, and I was flattered. And for those of you that have ever been asked for anything by Ed, it can be tough to say no. So when he says, I'd like you to be on the board, I was like, well, what are the odds? I have nothing but free time for you, buddy. So, but tonight, I'm incredibly proud and pleased to announce that the Ed and Dolly Lynch Fund at the Community Foundation for Southwest Washington, partnering with Michael and Monica Lynch, Ed's son and daughter-in-law, have donated $20,000 tonight to match our paddle raise. So that means that the first 20 grand that we raise is 40 grand. So
We'll double it.
If you give $2,500, it immediately became a $5,000 donation to the trust. So the trust meant a lot to Ed. It means a lot to all of us that are here tonight, obviously. And it means a lot to Ed's family, which is obvious based on Michael and Monica's support of the event tonight as well. So I just want to say thank you to Michael and Monica as well. And then also in addition to that, yesterday I was pleased to meet with Michael, and he donated 12 bottles of wine from Ed's private cellar that they've been holding on to. So that's another one of those surprises that we had talked about. So stay tuned. You'll have an opportunity to bid on that case of wine from Ed's cellar coming up later. So celebrating history and inspiring tomorrow. That's what it's about.
It's that time, isn't it, then?
It is.
So tonight we have a special appeal package that's right here. So number 3 on your roster, the paddle raise by another name. We'll be calling out giving levels, and I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to start at $2,500 and I'm going to end at $50. And you can enter any amount you want at any time. If you want to donate $10,000, we love you, thank you. If you want to honor the year 2022 with a $22,022 bid or a $200 bid, it doesn't matter. Whatever you feel compelled to give, whatever you think is where you want to place your heart and your passions tonight, we're going to offer you those opportunities. But for convenience sake, I'm going to start at the top and I'm going to work my way down. We'll move pretty quickly through this stuff. So let's get started at the $2,500 level. So I am looking right now for a bidder, somebody who feels moved to make a contribution, a donation that supports the Historic Trust at a $2,500 level.
And remember, it'll be matched. So that $2,500 will become a $5,000 donation.
It's $5,000.
So,
and if you just felt that little tinge in your heart, or that little tingle up your neck, that was your heart telling you you should do this. You should make a donation. And
then let's also, like you said earlier too, let's remember that if you do want to make a different dollar, you can hit the custom button on the donate page. You just hit donate, hit custom, and you can put in any amount that you want. It'll take an immense amount of figures in that field, so feel free to fill it up.
There's Eddie Allen, he's donated. And Eddie's usually up on the mountains climbing around having fun.
Well, we've got lots of folks that are donating tonight. I mean, you've got Denise Barr, you've got Billy Henry, you've got Tara Taylor, you've got a variety of folks that are in there.
Jumping in early.
At all different levels tonight. You got Kyra Phelps, who's a bit of a rock star in her own world.
Deb Miles, thank you so much for getting on the board.
And Brad Richardson. So you've got, like right now, just in those names right there, there's at least 3 people there that are running other nonprofits.
Yes.
Right now.
Supporting the trust.
And supporting this nonprofit as well. And that's the beauty of living in this community.
So let's take it to the $1,000.
You know what? Before we do that, John Dieter just came in at $2,500. John.
Oh, there we go, John.
Nice work, buddy.
John, I have missed you. Thank you for your support at you said $2,500.
Yeah.
John, thank you so much for stepping it up. And that now is a $5,000 lift.
There you go.
Thank you. We ready to go to the 1,000?
Yeah, and
Let's
believe
take
me,
it.
if somebody else wants to come in at 25, we can interrupt at any given moment for any amount, so
And
rest assured.
That's right. You can go back.
Yeah,
you can go
absolutely.
back on
Let's do
this.
that,
So
though.
if you want to enter the 25, we can still do
Yep.
that. So we're at the $1,000 level now. So remember, this is a great opportunity. We're going to match it up at 1,000, so it'll turn it into 2. It's that banking magic.
I
that,
know. You're amazing at that. So.
So
Yeah, if this gig ever doesn't work out for
Yeah.
you, feel free to give me a
Well,
call. I got
yeah.
an opening for you.
make one,
Done
two.
deal.
There you go. So we're working again, supporting this wonderful opportunities that the trust
Look at that.
offers. Here we go.
Albert in for
Albert.
1,000. Albert Schottfeld. And
Roger
Roger and Katie Jarvis.
Yes.
They've been big supporters of a variety of nonprofits, also in at $1,000 tonight. So
And Stacy Graham, thank you so
That's
much
awesome.
at $1,000 popping on the board. That's awesome. That is awesome.
Stacy walks the walk and talks the talk.
That's
let me
obvious.
just be clear. That's an amazing thing. And Bill Kavanaugh.
There we go.
We saw Bill's name earlier.
I did.
Whiskey and cash. Gosh, Bill, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
What a great night.
I
Bill,
know.
thank you. That is awesome.
I mean, seriously, what a group we get to hang out with, right? I mean, how lucky are we?
We are
Seriously.
blessed. Clark County is blessed.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah,
blessed with people that are willing to invest in this.
Yeah.
This is
Yep.
this is wonderful.
Yeah.
Gosh almighty.
Very cool.
Well, you
What do
want
you
to
think?
work it along? We'll get
Yeah.
on through this evening.
Yeah.
So we are now from the 25 down through the 1,000. I am at the $500 donor level. So if you are up for a $500 donation and you want to stay in the rhythm of this evening, this is a good time to just pop it in, tap the 5. Roger and Katie Jarvis, first
Again.
one on the boards at
Again.
500. You know what? Has he?
That's after the 1,000.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Wow, I see a pattern here.
Yeah. Roger, they're kind of rock stars, you know. Just
They
for
do
the-
that. That's who they are.
Much. George Bryant, another board member, in at $500.
Thank you, George.
That's
wonderful.
awesome. Thanks, George. Appreciate that support. It's awesome.
It's wonderful to see so much broad level support. And Bruce Hagenson.
Bruce
Thank
Hagenson.
you. There we
Former
go.
mayor of Vancouver. And,
Yes.
And also on the board of the trust as well.
Yes.
Jerry Neese in at
Hey.
$750. Nice job, Jerry
Thank
in
you, Jerry.
Maryland. That is fantastic.
And John coming back on the board at
John in
500.
another
Nicely done.
$500.
John, good to see you on there again.
Hey, I'd be
Marjorie
I'd be
Warden.
remiss if I didn't point out that Jerry Neese is the chairman of the board of Riverview, where I happen to work. So they allow me a lot of latitude to do items like this. So I just wanted to say thanks. Thank you, Jerry.
Thank you. There
Thanks
we
for
go.
that support. That's awesome.
Brad
So-
Brad Peterson's on the board. There we go. We have, this is a wonderful example of a broad-based support and a meaningful level of support, isn't it? My
Absolutely.
goodness. Look at that thermometer climb. Look at that. It's starting up.
Yep.
We're getting there.
We absolutely are getting there.
So, and you can go back to any and continue. There we go. Kim, how did you do that?
would
How
be my
did
wife.
you do that? I didn't even see your fingers move.
I know, right? It's just that easy. It's just that easy to make your donations, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, that's amazing. That's magic.
Use your phone. Get those done.
That's money magic.
I know. You want to go to the $250 level?
I am ready to go there right now, Kim. So we are now moving officially down to the $250 level. And again, we're looking for this. This is that $500 matched up total. So this makes a big difference to the amount of work we're doing here at the Trust.
And Brad Peterson gave $250 a little bit earlier. I want to mention that again. He's on the scroll board there as we're going through. So nice job, Brad. Thank you very much.
You know, you look at the stuff that the Trust has been involved with and how many people that they've engaged in our community speak and helping us kind of reground ourselves as a entity. It's an amazing yeoman's level of work to try to help us all find our traction in life again. I don't know about you, Kim. I'm ready.
Yeah.
I am ready to step forward out of 2021 and into 22 and something new.
I think a whole bunch of us are ready for that.
I think it's
So-
coming, and I can feel it coming, and I know
Yeah.
that the support we're seeing tonight is a little bit of a reflection of that.
We got Lindsay Fisher in at $250. Lindsay and PJ. You got Mike Williams in at $500.
Mike, thank
And I
you.
think I saw just before that Michelle Thor from Columbia Credit Union in at $250.
And Aaron
as
Rash,
well.
Aaron Rash is on the
This
board.
is awesome, man. We are really getting this rolling. So
Yes.
we're going to max out this 20 grand for sure. So we're looking for $250, which will become automatically $500 once we get there.
Absolutely.
So, Mary Beth Baker also is in at $250. I don't think that maybe she had come in a little bit earlier, and I don't know
She
if we
was,
mentioned that or not.
but she's sitting at the right
thank you
level.
very much. So,
Well, you feel like maybe scooting down to the $100 level, Kim?
sure, absolutely.
Let's do that. So we're going to take it right to the $100 level. And again, it's
you know what?
a good round number. You can write
There's
this on
Lachelle,
a check.
Lachelle Carrick in for $250. Jessica Wager in
Lachelle,
for
thank you.
$250. We're not done with the $250.
And
Steve
Steve,
Savage
he's
in
on the
at
board.
$500. Another board member.
There we
Our
go.
treasurer, by the way, he's mildly good with numbers. Let me just tell you. So,
There.
the guy's smart as a whip. So.
There you go. Hey, we are making progress. We are getting really close on the 20. I like this. We're sitting at coming up on 14.
Yeah.
We're close enough. We can make this. I'd love to see.
Oh, we'll
this.
make it.
I know we will.
We'll make it.
I love the eternal optimist.
We
in
will
you.
make this, for sure.
I love that. So we are looking now at the one. There we. Holly Chamberlain. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Yes, on the board.
Yep.
Linda Reed. There we are. I love seeing friends.
Thank you, Linda.
Friends' names coming across.
Oh, I know.
Makes
Isn't
it
it cool?
feel like home again.
Yep.
I miss this.
Luz Sotomayor is in for $100 as well, and Denise Barr also.
There we go.
A Riverview employee in for $100 as well. Thank you very much, Tara Taylor. I think we might have mentioned her again or earlier, but she gets a bonus mention at the $100 level, and so we've got, feel free to get those $100 bids in. This is where we can really make a difference. Every $100 you give is $200 thanks to the match.
This is where, if you're thinking you can give it the 50 level, you might want to step it to the 100 just because.
If you can, now's the time.
It matters tonight for us, and you'll never see it. It's what, a couple lattes by today's? Well, maybe it's 4.
Yeah, probably.
4.
I don't know how big your lattes are that you get, but that's some
usually come with a-
caffeine,
they
man.
usually come with a shot
You are
in there.
sporting some caffeine in those things. So
I think we're going to get down to the $50 level now. Now, with this, you automatically are entered into a raffle. This is kind of cool.
Yeah.
So we have this thing going on where all $50 level donations will be entered into a drawing for 1 year of residential garbage and recycling service. And again, that's thanks to our friends over at Waste Connections.
yeah, and I'm not sure about this, but I think that the way that it works is that Cindy Holloway actually comes out to your house once a week and picks up your garbage. I'm pretty sure.
You think that's what's going to happen?
I'm pretty sure.
Does she know that?
I'm pretty sure I'm right. I might be wrong. It'd be the first time ever.
It could be.
And I'm sure that if Cindy were here tonight, she would say, I would be happy to do that. But Cindy's not here tonight, so let's speak for her. So,
Cindy, thank you.
So, at $50 for every time. So if you want to be in the raffle 10 times, come in at $50 10 times. Just let's hammer away at the $50, and we'll start mentioning some folks.
Yes.
As we're going through this. I know that I saw
Hazel Russell just go sliding by.
Yep.
Hazel, thank you.
Deb Miles is in at $50.
John Wilson.
John Wilson is in at $50. All these folks are getting into the drawing, so make sure that and remember, Cindy comes to your house and picks up your garbage and recycling. So nobody does it better than her. She's fantastic. So. And in fact, Lisa, you should bid at $50 because if I could get Cindy to come out to our house and pick up the garbage, that'd be fantastic. That would be great. So.
Well, I think we are sitting now at, here's what I would ask you. If you are sitting here and you're trying to think, did that go the way you wanted it to go? Did you want to donate some more? Did you feel compelled? There he is, Larry Smith at $500.
Smith at $500.
That's exactly what I was going to go back to. You are welcome to continue to make those donations at any point in time, right?
Yep,
I mean,
yep,
you
yep.
can go
all night
back
long.
up.
We're working this room all night long.
I don't know for how long we're open, but for whatever duration you feel compelled, let's jump on and continue to make these donations to the trust.
And remember, any $50 donation gets you into the raffle for the Waste Connections, which Waste Connections does an immense amount in this community. They are an unbelievably, they're an awesome company.
Such a foundational
really
member.
cool. Yep.
I think I see them at virtually every event that I do.
Yeah.
Waste Connections is on the board.
They're always players. Looks like my wife wants our residential garbage picked up, so I just saw that. Thank you, Lisa.
Oh, there we
Nice
go.
job.
Very good.
Well, we're going to leave this open, and like Doug said, as we continue on, feel free to make those donations, and feel free to, let's get that number up. We're at 14.8 now. We're looking to raise 20 grand total to max out that match,
max
for
out
sure.
that match. Absolutely.
And I'm pretty confident that we will.
Okay.
So, what do you think? Should we do another?
Item number 4.
Let's do it.
So if you would join me in flipping your or tapping the package number 4, you're looking at the La Costa Hotel and Spa package. That's a 3-night getaway at the La Costa Hotel and Spa. Now, this is located in North San Diego County. It's a 400-acre resort offering some amazing views, minutes from the ocean. The package is a 3-night stay, so that's 4 days. You enter and you're exiting, so you got a 3-night stay in a luxurious villa. This has got, it's set up for 8, and the 8 exist. You have a perfect getaway for a family. You can do it with friends. It's a great place to go if you've just purchased by chance 2 round-trip Alaska airline tickets. Hypothetically, it could be really valuable. It includes access to a gourmet kitchen, 3 master suites, each with a private bath and fireplace, which makes for some amazing ambiance. During your stay, you get to enjoy golf, spa, some amazing dining experiences. There's a fitness center, although I don't know why you would work out when you were on vacation. It's kind of a standing rule with me not to do that.
Yeah. Some of us have better metabolism than others, like you.
Yeah, maybe. There's a cabana available for all your rental needs. So there are a few blackout dates. Check the online bidding forums to see the details, but you have until October 2023. We got a couple years to get on this.
That's huge.
Yeah, it's amazing. So you can plan this out. You can make the right choice. And we'd like to get the bidding going. Originally, we were starting down near the couple $1,000, but I am seeing bidders throughout. And Cindy Holloway, thank you, Cindy Holloway, for jumping on this. And Barry Gill, you had this for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then she took it, and then you got it. And then she took it,
it's looking like
and then you got it.
Looking like a battle here. I don't know.
It is shaping up like a real mano-a-mano thing.
And just for those of you that are concerned, I'm seeing a message in here right underneath Cindy's name, says that she will schedule this trip around the Waste Connection pickup that she's willing to do if you happen to win the raffle.
So she can fulfill those obligations, obviously.
You're welcome, Cindy.
So Barry Gill, you are in the driver's seat at a top bid $2,500, and Cindy? Just
or anybody
saying.
else, feel free to hop right in there.
Actually, isn't that the coolest thing ever when you don't see a name or a player that's been in the game,
and then they pop in,
and
there
then they
at the last
slide
minute.
in and they just sneak it away.
And remember not to wait to the last second.
Nope,
because the timing can get you. We've seen that happen.
This virtual thing is a little tricky still, so don't miss out on that opportunity. We have Mr. Barry Gill sitting at the $2,500 mark. And I would love to see a bid come in at $2,600. So if I've got a bidder at $26,000, that'd be amazing. That'd give Barry a little opportunity to maybe take it back at $27,000 if he wanted, or else that $2,600 bidder could be our new winner for the night. And you can't be a winner if you're not a bidder. So I want to just remind you, if you want to compete and you want to enjoy an amazing, beautiful 400 acres.
Well, and it looks like these guys are going back and forth, so maybe we should prompt them to let's figure out who's going to win this. Let's go.
That's it.
What do you think? 15 seconds?
15 seconds.
You want to do it?
So somebody has a choice to make.
You got 15 seconds.
So Cindy, if you want it, take it.
Or Barry, you could go with the Bill Kavanaugh thing and up your own bid. I think that was what we saw earlier.
I saw that earlier. That was a good technique.
That was a fantastic technique. So
put a nice little blocker, and here we are. We're coming to the end of that. So I'm not sure what we're going to see, but I'm hopeful.
And so I was going to talk a little bit about while we're waiting for these guys to finalize this. I just wanted a quick shout out to Beaches on the food that got delivered. They always do a great job, and they are always huge supporters of anything that we do. But for those of you that got the dinners tonight, it's incredible. The charcuterie
were delicious.
Package is phenomenal, and the medallions of beef and the salmon and the whole meal deal is absolutely incredible. And in that package also was a little bit of information from the trust with regard to how things were back in the 40s.
Back in the 40s.
Versus how they are today. And did you know, I'm going to throw a few of these in as we're going out throughout the night. Did you know that the average new house price in 1940 was $3,920?
No.
Yeah, average new house price. New house price. $3,920. So think about that. Think about that.
Oh my goodness.
That's an amazing average new car.
I just became my father.
I know,
in that
right?
Statement.
Average. Well, I wish I had been my father, and I wish I had $3,920. That was probably the equivalent of $1 million back then, right? So, average new car was $850 back then.
That is amazing.
Anyways, some great facts in there in this package as well, but Beach has really knocked it out of the park and did a great job as well. So.
And who'd have thought it? We'd be sitting with our electric cars coming on the grid
I
now,
know, right?
finally.
Exactly.
And our winner of the La Costa Hotel and Spa Night for 3, Barry Gill, congratulations at $2,500.
Nice
you
job.
are the winner. Congratulations, Barry. Nicely done. All right, we are now moving. We're moving on. 12 years of Ridge Zinfandels. Oh my gosh, this looks like a delicious package.
Yeah.
So this is another Wet Your Whistle package, and it's from David Nuremberg's collection. This 12 years of the Ridge Zinfandels features 12 bottles of Zinfandel wine from David's own collection. The Ridge Vineyard, it started its productions back in 1892. The first Zin showed up in about 63. And in 1969, a gentleman, Paul Draper, joined the partnership. He's a Stanford philosophy graduate with, surprisingly, no formal winemaking training, but he has been hailed as one of the premier winemakers in the United States, and is recognized and renowned for his excellent Zinfandels. So this is your opportunity to access his Zins over a 12-year window. Now, wine collectors David and Patricia Nuremberg have donated a truly outstanding flight of these.
Well, and this one starts at 2007 and goes up, right?
It goes from 2007 to 2019.
That's awesome.
They're all Zins. The Lytton Springs Zin is 2007. The 2019 is Apostle Robles. The flight is from 2007 to 2019, missing 2012 only, which they tell a guy that wouldn't know that wasn't a good year.
Not a good year for
Zins.
Zins. So.
But I would love to see our bidding get going, and we have a few people who've jumped on board on this already.
We do.
Kim, I see you tried at this very
I did.
early.
I was like one of the junior players, though,
Yeah.
evidently. Then the big hitters came in.
And then I see Stacy Graham jump, and then Jason Fishy takes it, and then Stacy takes it, and then Jason takes it, and then Stacy takes it, and then Jason takes it, and then Stacy takes it.
Stacy's got it right now, right? At $1,300.
Jason, you're in a battle, and if you'd like it, I'd love to see a $1,400 bid come right back right now, just to say, Stacy, I'm not gone. I'm in this game, and I'm on the hunt. So there we go. I've got Stacy Graham is currently our lead bidder, and I'm looking for a $1,400 bid if we can pull it out. That would be you, Jason, or anybody else that wants to give Stacy a run for the money. And again, all of this goes to an amazingly great cause.
Yeah.
So Stacy is there at 1,300. I'm looking for 14 or higher. 14 or higher. We'll invite you all. Do you have anything else going on?
I do, actually.
I'd love to hear.
I was going to say, first of all, with regard to the wine, the key to good wine, aside from just being good wine, is how's it stored, right? And I can assure you that David and Patricia store their wines very well. They kind of have that locked in.
I would think so.
It's an impressive collection to see. And at first, when I saw that David had donated 12 of his bottles, I thought, oh my gosh, I hope that doesn't make him. I mean, he could almost be out of wine. That could take him down to almost less than 10,000 bottles.
I was just
don't know.
Say.
I'm not sure, but I hope the guy. So, David, just so you know, I got a bottle of MD 2020 at home. If you want it, if you need it, call me. I'm there for you, buddy.
You share
All
it with him.
Yeah, I'll help you out. I'll throw you a bone there. So
what would that do to that poor man's palate? So I'm sitting here with Stacy Graham at the top at $1,300, and you know what, Kim? I think
do it.
It's time for 15 seconds.
Yeah,
let's go.
And so, when you're looking at $1,300, you go, "Wow, what would that have bought you in 1940?" Right?
$1,300.
Okay. $1,300. Well, let me just tell you, it would have equaled. Well, okay, in 1949, you could have gotten a new car for $1,400. So for $100 more than you're spending on these bottles of wine tonight, you could have gotten a new car in 1949. So let's put it into perspective. That just goes to show you that basically this wine has the same exact value as a new car. So just remember that. That's basically
that puts it right
exactly
into perspective.
how you should view
That's
this.
how you should be looking at this.
Yeah.
And Stacy Graham, congratulations.
Nice job.
You've got it now at $1,300. You are our bidder winner. Congratulations.
Great job, Stacy. And thanks a lot to David and Patricia also.
Yes, and Jason, thank you for playing along throughout.
Yeah. I meant what I said about your wine, too, by the way, David. I got you. Don't limit.
You mean that about the
Mogan David 2020?
Oh, so where are we? We are on package number 6. Here we go. Now this is a stay, sip, and savor by the river. It's located on our waterfront here, beautiful city, 2-night stay. It's it's provided by Hotel Indigo Kirkland Tower Boutique Hotel. It's opening in 2022. Yeah. The amenities include all sorts of concierge service, valet, rooftop bar located on the 8th floor. Yep. That's sweet. Yeah. You'll enjoy a $250 gift certificate to the El Gaucho restaurant located in the hotel's first floor, and a wine tasting for 8 at the Mary Hill Winery. Yeah. That's complimentary with stem glasses to commemorate the occasion. And I want to thank the Hotel Indigo, Kirkland Towers, Mary Hill Winery, Steve and Joe Marie Hansen. And so we're going to enjoy this package on the Vancouver spectacular waterfront. This should be a pleasant start of our downtown.
Well, it's pretty awesome that we're getting El Gaucho to open up on the waterfront as well. So
yes, it
you
is.
literally will be able to go to the first floor, have your dinner at El Gaucho with the $250 gift certificate, and then go up to your room and have a blast after you've spent the entire evening going around to the waterfront, stopping at Mary Hill, having a wine tasting for 8. It's going to be a great night.
8 floors in downtown.
Yeah.
I'm so looking forward to that, Kim.
I know. It's awesome.
So we have lots of people who've been playing along on this. I see Kim. Kim's been in on this one
doing
too.
my part.
Yeah, he's there. Rich Biggs, you jumped in there. You were in this hunt hard, and then I see Lisa Vanetta slipped in, and then Cindy. Jason Fish came back, and Jason is sitting in the driver's seat at $1,000. So if you can, I'd love to see a bid coming in at $1,100, $1,200. You could jump it up and push him back at $1,500, whatever you feel like it. Thank you, Nancy Wilson, as a bid at $1,100. So now I'm looking for a bidder at $1,200. So I'm looking for another bidder at $1,200. And Jason, you are welcome to continue bidding up. You know, of course. So we're looking for a bid $1,200 if you feel compelled. And I got
Senator Cleveland. Annette Cleveland.
Senator, thank you so much. She's on the board at $1,200, so I am now looking for a $1,300 bidder. Can we find somebody else out there that would like to tap in a $1,300 bid? It's so simple. You have to type a 1300. That's all you got.
Or a 14 if you just want to just not mess with coming back again.
Coming back to it.
Totally fine.
So we're looking for another bidder at $1,300 if you want. 14, pick a number. But otherwise, Annette, you look like you're in the driver's seat, and I appreciate your support of the trust. That's wonderful.
What do you think?
I think you're right.
15?
15 seconds. Let's tap.
Now's the time to play, boys and girls.
Here we go. And so if somebody wants to, Nancy Wilson, nicely played. She's right there, unless Annette comes back very quickly in the next couple seconds. Or any of the rest of you players.
Or
anybody else, yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Nancy's at 1,300 now or so.
Yes. So you have to tap a 14 or take care of that. And
looks like it
looks like it's very close to being done at a $1,300 bid. I'll give it just a couple seconds.
Yeah.
That's that virtual thing, you know.
I hear you,
Kim. I'm never really quite sure until the people behind the curtain.
Yeah.
You know.
I hear you.
Pull that little thing. Yep. That's never sure. Okay. So there we go. Nancy Wilson, congratulations. You are our bidder winner tonight on package on the Stay, Sip, and Savor by the River. Congratulations at $1,300. Thank you again, Nancy, for your support, and all of you who played along to get that number there. That's wonderful. Thank you. All right, here we are. We're heading to package number 7. Package number 7.
Choose your vacation.
Oh, man. Kim, is this too good to be true?
I know, right?
You go anywhere you want.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
And Ginger Metcalf helps you plan it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, right there.
I love Ginger, by the way. I miss you, Ginger.
Sweet.
Thank you for your help and your support if you're out there.
Mother Metcalf. That's what we always call her.
Metcalf.
Mother Metcalf.
I like that, although she may not appreciate it.
Oh, she does.
She does? Okay. And I've been seeing the bidding coming along all night, and I see that we've got Mark Thompson. You've been in there a couple times. You've even bumped yourself, Mark. Thank you so much. Right now, Albert Schlotfeld, you are sitting in the driver's seat at a smooth 2,100. I want to invite anybody else that wants on the table to bid it up at 22 or higher.
Well, this actually allows you to do a 7-day vacation at 40 different resorts. You can go to any one of the resorts that you want to.
You know what? That's a good point. I should probably describe to you what
only
this
if you
package
want to,
is. Thank you, Kim.
No pressure.
You get to choose it. This is an amazing package. I got so excited about it after reading it, I just lost track.
I know.
It's you'll be able to choose your own week-long destination. That's a week, and it's over a list of 40 amazing resorts. So you get to pick and choose and make it your own. You make it your own for your own vacation. Now, walking through charming gardens up in Victoria, BC, whether you want to be skiing powder and champagne powder up in the relaxing natural hot springs there, zip lining in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, being poolside in Hawaii on the islands of Oahu, Maui, Kauai, all that hiking, playing, gaming, golfing. I suppose you could even work out if you were inclined. I don't know why.
A little confusing to me, but yeah, I suppose you could.
Ferry ride to Martha's Vineyard. Think about it. Whatever suits you, your family. This is that chance to make those memories that give you and create the legacy of friendship, the legacy of family. So many incredible things.
Well, and frankly, it's going for a screaming deal right now.
Oh,
so I mean,
for the value,
yeah.
it's amazing.
It's not even at 50% of the value right now.
Yes.
Just for the record. So good for you, Albert.
Yes.
But feel free to have anybody else hop in there, right?
Absolutely.
So.
And Ginger, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for putting this together for the Trust this evening and for our bidders. This is a fun one. So I'm looking for something that's above $2,100. I'm looking for a $2,200 bid. Can I find a bidder at $2,200? Because 22 would take it away. 22 would be a new bidder winner.
Yeah.
So if that would be you and you feel compelled to take a trip to virtually any place,
there's so many resorts that, that Ginger can set this up through. She's like the dream connection on this type of stuff. So.
And I'm looking at all these beautiful pictures, and we're starting our countdown. So let's get going. So you can slip in and get it now, sneak it away from Albert. Otherwise, Albert,
You got like 5 seconds.
you're right in the hunt on
It's
this.
getting there.
Yes. Well.
So we're waiting for these last minute bids.
Yes. You got something else for me,
I do.
Kim? Very
so,
good.
and this was, we were talking a little bit earlier about how old our kids are, et cetera, et cetera. So, you know who was born in the 40s?
Oh,
Since that's what this decade is celebrating right here. It's
who was born in the 40s? Kim?
John Lennon,
Okay.
Bob Dylan, Diana Ross, Bette Midler, Elton John,
Huh.
Sally Field, and John Belushi.
John Belushi?
John
was?
Belushi, 1949.
I always pictured him as a younger guy.
Yeah, 1949.
1949.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, and for those of you that are technologically advanced, Stephen Hawking also was the.
He was also
there,
in
yeah.
there.
So if you're a Big Bang
If you-
Theory fan, you would know that.
That's
So
Stephen Hawking.
You'd already know that. So,
I see we have our defined bidder and bidder winner, Al Schlotfeld. Albert, congratulations. You, and I'm guessing you and the rest of the kids and family and Christy are all going to be taking a trip soon.
and Doug and I.
Yeah, possibly,
Yeah. Sorry,
possibly.
yeah. Plenty of room.
Could be a big family outing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you're at least part of the family.
Congratulations, Albert. Thank you for your
Thanks,
support
Albert.
of
Nice job.
the Trust this evening. Well, here we go.
One more item.
Closing
Another
in on,
item?
I think there's, what is it, one or two
One or
left
two more
in-
items, I think.
Yeah. So here we go. All that jazz in the Big Easy. Now up is 3-night stay in New Orleans, home of the World War II Museum and so much more. And this is airfare for two, 3-night stay at a select New Orleans hotel, 2 VIP tickets to the Preservation Hall, the French Quarter's internationally recognized home of traditional New Orleans jazz. Now, you will feast on a 3-course dinner, or if it's more your style, you can attend a jazz brunch during your stay. This historic location is the site of your next spectacular vacation. So if you have the opportunity to bid it, stay with it. I see we've had lots of bidders on this evening. There are a few blackout dates that you can find them inside the literature online.
But you also have 2 years, right, to book this. So,
and you
which is
have
great.
2 years to put this trip together in your own schedule. So 2 years, lots of choices on how you want to spend your time while you're there, all built in for your enjoyment and to create those memories.
There you go.
Yeah. So let's start the bidding, and I would say at a couple $1,000 plus, but right now, John Dieter is sitting in the lead at a $2,800 bid, and I see Mike Williams had been in the hunt early on. Mike, you might want to hop on. You were so close up until John just sneaked in at 100 over you. So Rich, you might want to come back and take a good hard look, and anybody else that wants to take that trip. All that jazz in the Big Easy.
Well, and Mike, I'm pretty sure if you came in at 2,900, if for you and Christy, that John would, I'm sure, possibly maybe consider going higher too. You just never know.
You never
so
know.
Either way, you could just take John and not have to worry about it. Then you both would be happy.
Then everybody would
right?
be happy.
So it'd be great.
But you'd have John with you.
Yeah, but that's all right. Yeah, John's a great guy to hang with. So I'd
Might be a great opportunity to
Yeah.
spend some time down south having fun.
Absolutely.
3
So-
nights. So we've got our bid sitting at $2,800. What do you think?
Yeah.
We're ready?
Well, yeah, let's figure out. It's time to play, boys and girls.
That's right.
You have 15 seconds.
So you have 15 seconds. If you want it, Mike or Rich or any of the new bidders, you now have 14, 13 seconds to step it up and tap that button.
There you go.
Give it a whirl.
Hey, one of the questions that came up the other day too was with regard to the trust and
Yes.
the properties that not only they own but they manage, etc.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody was saying, what was the first thing that you saw when you came? Because we've lived down here a little more than 20 years, and what was the first thing you saw? And it's funny that Ginger Metcalf was the donor of one of the things before, but when I first moved here, I kept hearing you got to meet this Ginger Metcalf. You got to meet Ginger. You got to meet Mother Metcalf. She's
Mother
the one.
Metcalf.
She's the one.
Yes, I get
and
that.
so she actually took me on a tour of all around downtown and everything else, and showed me where things had been before the Hilton was born. Showed me there that was going to go and the whole thing, and also took me all along Officers Row and showed me all the different stuff there. So that was my first. I mean, I got the tour supreme by
Mother.
by the goddess of Southwest Washington. So it was perfect. So
I think for me it was the fireworks that
Yeah,
were
yeah.
down in the field. That was the first exposure, the first experience of like, wow. And then you have this amazing backdrop
Yep.
of, and to think about the history, the legacy of what it was back when it was Fort,
yeah.
and what it is and how we're using it as a community today, and then it shocks
And all the
me.
people that stayed there, and all the people that went through this area. I mean, it's just amazing.
Yeah,
So-
George C.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Well, look at that. Mike Williams.
No, there we go.
Looks like Mike came in at $2,900, huh?
Congratulations, Mike Williams, our winner at the $2,900 level. Thank you again. Great support, $2,900. John, thank you for working that. Wow, that was a good competition
Yeah,
right there. That was
absolutely.
nice. Thank you.
Well, and this first line of this line right here is not accurate. Remember the first line on that script, because we got one more bonus thing from Ed
What-
Lynch coming up.
You're always surprised.
More to come on that.
You know
but-
what?
but we could do this one.
I'm just having a hard time keeping up with you, Kim. I'm tough. So I'm looking at what I think is our last package, but I'm going to guess you're going to tell me it's not.
It's not.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell our viewing audience that we have one amazing opportunity for you, an exotic supercar experience. Now, when I read about this, I couldn't believe it. Now, you get the chance to slip behind the wheel of a Lamborghini Hurricane, or a Porsche 911 GT3, or a Nissan GTR, or an Audi R, it's a V10. You'll get to have some driving tips, obviously, so you know how to cruise the course from a pro race car driver. Then you get to experience the 1.5 mile Formula One inspired racetrack and drive those luxurious cars without any traffic, without anybody in your way. You get to drive that dream car of yours as it was meant to be driven, free from all those confines.
No speed limits.
No
speed limits.
No speed traps.
Yep.
No pedestrians crossings. Nothing.
That's going to be great.
Can you imagine drifting a Lamborghini? They probably don't. They probably don't shine on that.
That's
but
about all I can do is imagine that right now. So.
I can't imagine how much fun this would be for somebody to go down there. I oftentimes hear people talking about, I'm a better driver than, well, you know.
Prove it.
And this is this trip, it's a 3-night stay for 2 drivers. And that includes, again, 2 people, 3 nights together on this trip. It's a 4-star hotel down in Las Vegas Strip. Round trip airfare. This is a complete package. Yeah. You just show up. I can't imagine what sort of a gift this would be for somebody to receive.
That'd be amazing.
Amazing, yeah.
Amazing.
So we're looking for a bidder. Part of the reason this is where it's at, I see, oh, look at that. We have Siri Lippy. Siri, you are sitting in the driver's seat right now at $3,900. I'd love to see somebody else step along take this trip, give us a $4,000 bid. I'd invite you to make a $4,000 donation, if you would, to support the trust. This is that time to do that, isn't it?
Yeah, it absolutely is.
So give Siri a little run for her money. Drive her out of her car, whatever that. I'm looking at a Lamborghini right now, and
it's pretty cool.
I can't imagine how fun that would be and how much of a memory that would make if I happened to be racing with my son.
That'd be amazing.
Or my son-in-law. I could tell. Oh, either one of those guys, I would.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that.
Or you could just have them watch and you can drive.
I'm doing the laps in both cars.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes,
So.
that would be nice. And down in the desert, it'd be nice and dry. It'd be a great outing at it.
Well, it's a great opportunity for somebody. So.
Absolutely. So I've got one bid right now sitting at $3,900, Siri, and with that, I think we should start the clock.
Yeah,
We'll get going.
let's do it. You got 15 seconds. Now's the time.
If you want it, if you want to crack at this,
$4 grand.
tap on it right now.
Huge. And the nice thing is it's a complete package. Airfare, hotel, everything.
Everything you want for a vacation, all built.
Well, so you know what? I think what a cool opportunity for somebody, right?
My.
And if Siri ends up getting it, then good for her.
Yes,
I mean,
and
that'd be fantastic.
She'll have fun with the trip, and I can tell you that it looks like
It's getting there. Well, and we've got so while we're waiting for this to be finalized, we do still have one more item coming up. So
we do. Well,
we have,
I would like to announce that Siri did get that. So congratulations, Siri, as being our top winning bidder on item number 9, Las Vegas Exotic Supercar Experience. Congratulations. So,
well,
this is not it.
no, this is not it. We
We're
do
still
have one
going.
more item.
Okay.
So I told you that tonight we had a few surprises, and we have a great wine package that I alluded to earlier tonight that was donated by Michael and Monica Lynch. And Michael went through Ed and Dolly's wine cellar and pulled out 12 bottles of wine that had been, good wine is good wine, but you have to store it correctly. This has all been stored incredibly well.
I would expect that.
Yeah, it is. And the other cool thing is that wine holder that the bottle is in is actually the root of a bamboo tree. Ed had that made out of it's pretty good size.
I can see that.
And so that was in Ed's wine cellar as well, along with the 12 bottles that are notated there on the screen. And there's 3 bottles of Basil Cellars, there's 3 bottles of Pepperbridge, 3 bottles of Sinclair Estates, 3 bottles of Cunejo, and then the bottle holder as well. So really cool. A little bit of nostalgia from a guy who has done so much for the community overall, but was always a huge supporter of the trust, and to have his kids continue that support and that dedication to the organization means a lot.
And
it's
very
cool.
This has a value very near $800, but I would love to see a bid get started at the level that you think you feel compelled to start us at. If anybody is interested, I'd love a $100 or $200 bid to get this thing going. So all you have to do is, I think you may have to find it. I assume it's on the
screen?
On the screen someplace where they can find it. Hopefully that's what's going on.
Yep, it must be, because Lachelle
There we
is
go.
in
Lachelle.
at $200.
Lachelle Carrick, thank you.
Yeah.
You're on at 200.
Thanks, Lachelle.
Great start.
Yep.
So now Lachelle is in the driver's seat, and she's got herself a $200 bid that is towards a $700 item. This is a great steal, but we're here to support the trust.
Right.
And Lachelle, as much as I'd love to see you get that, I would love to invite some other people to try to take it from her.
I totally agree.
So come on, anybody that else is out there. And
Well, don't be shy, because we're going to have to wrap this up relatively quickly.
Yes, it will
and
close
so
quick.
we're not going to have a ton of time, so don't wait for the last second.
Sauvignons, Malbecs, lots of reds, it looks like, in this package. I couldn't quite see down the list. I don't know if there's others. If
Oh yeah, there's blends and Nebbiolos and Syrahs and Cabs and all kinds of stuff. So
a great selection. Thank
also,
you.
I will tell you that I just got a text on a completely separate. Look at that, Barry's in at $280.
Yes, and Nancy, there we go. This is what we'd love to see on
Nancy Wilson at $360. Nice job. Keep these going. Let's go. And while you guys are bidding, let me just tell you that I got a text from Elson Strand saying that he's away from his computer, but he wants to make a cash donation of $250.
Very
so
nice.
thanks, Elson. We appreciate that very much.
Nice.
And I just got another text from Amy Van Camp, who, by the way, has been quietly running this whole circus with Doug and I in the background. And she just sent me a text saying that we hit the $20,000 mark. We had an anonymous donor for $5,000 that took us, combined with everybody else, up to $22,550. So
That is
nice
that's
job.
That's a good night.
Nice
for the
job.
trust.
And anybody from this community, I don't think is surprised by that. This community is an unbelievable, unbelievable community. Thanks, Elson. There's his 250.
There it was, right there.
I do have, I've got some people texting me saying that they can't find the wine on the thing, but I have a bid for $600 from Jason Fish for the wine.
Okay.
So I think if we can get back.
Why don't we just shout out your text?
Why do I can think of 1,000 reasons why we wouldn't do that.
Those of you could have it. You could use Kim as your surrogate bid point.
Can we go
platform.
back to that page that has the wine on it, please?
Yeah. But we have bids coming in then on the wine, and it sounds like we're sitting at a $600. So I'd love a $700 bid. If
Jason Fish is at $600. So if somebody could key that in for us, that'd be great.
We've got a $600 Jason Fish, and I'm looking for somebody else to bid him up on $700. Get him going on this. But otherwise, we're sitting at $600, which is a wonderful, wonderful support.
Well, and you're buying a little bit of history. So there's some sentimental. This is not only good wine. This is good sentimental wine. That's the beauty of it.
And that
wine
bamboo,
holder?
the bamboo.
Yep.
The bamboo holder is a unique, that's a remnant, a reminder of the Lynch family.
Absolutely.
It's nice to have that to honor.
Nice to be able to get that. Oh, if you refresh your page, by the way, so for those of you that are texting saying that you can't find it, just hit the refresh on the auction page, and it will show up as the last item there.
So we're going to give you just another minute. You have any more interesting facts over there, Kim, that you can share with me from 1940?
I'd be happy to.
Thank you, Kim.
Popular TV.
1940.
1940, in the 40s, so 1940 to 49.
Mayberry RFD, am I a little too
I think you might be a little early.
Late.
You might be a little early on that one.
Yeah.
But Ed Sullivan Show?
Oh, gosh, yes.
It's a given.
Yes. Yeah.
The Lone Ranger.
Really?
Yeah. The Lone Ranger. Actually, it's ironic that that's on there. When I was home with my rotator cuff thing, I was channel surfing, and the Lone Ranger came on, and I was like, "Oh my God, I haven't seen this in forever." So that was impressive.
60 years ago.
I know, right? Candid Camera, Howdy Doody Show.
Okay. I don't know
and then some of them that I've never heard of: Cash and Carry, Eyewitness.
Eyewitness.
I don't know.
Don't know that one.
And Meet the Press.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, back in the 40s. Yeah.
Gosh.
So.
Time
And I know that Nancy came in and bid at $520, but we do have the bid from Jason Fish for $600. So I know, Jason, don't worry. We've got you in for the $600. Oh, there he is right there. There's Jason at $600. You're in there.
There we go. So, Jason, you are on the board. So I'm looking for a $700 bid. And
or more. Just bump it up. Make it $1,000. Make it easy.
Round it up. Be done with it.
Yeah.
Yes, there you go.
Let's not screw around.
So because otherwise, we're going to be closing this thing up in just about.
What do you think? You want to go 15 seconds maybe? Let's do it.
So.
Let's do it.
15 seconds. Let's go.
Well, what a great night, though.
My goodness.
Seriously.
I love this package.
Yeah, I know. That's super cool.
And thank you.
Thanks to Michael and Monica. I mean, super nice of them to do that. He called the other night at home and just said, "Hey, I got something extra."
That had to be a surprise for you to have a call.
Yeah, it was very cool. And he's a great guy.
That's beautiful.
And then I will tell you, just since we got a second here before this closes, I went to his house and I was off by a couple of blocks. I had the right address, but I was off for 2 blocks. And so I go up, I knock on the door, and I'm going, this doesn't seem like this would be the right house, but whatever. And so I knock on the door and no answer. Knock on the door, no answer. Ring the doorbell, no answer. Knock, 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 knock. And I'm like, okay, wait a minute. He just texted me. I know he said that he was out. He'd be right there at 1 o'clock. So I walk out of the front yard and a car goes by me. It's Michael. He stops and he goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "I thought I was coming to see you."
I thought I was at your house.
I'm 3 blocks down. I was right on the same corner. So I went, "Oh, okay, that makes it much easier." Well, by the way, those people aren't home, but they seem very nice. So. Anyways.
And you're waving in their camera.
Exactly. Well, you know what? Look who came in.
Oh, Lachelle, there we go.
Lachelle came in at $680.
Yes, nicely done.
And got the wine.
Congratulations.
So nice job, Lachelle.
Our winner bidder, Lachelle Carrick. Thank you.
Lachelle, by the way, in case you didn't know, is pretty tough. She does, it's not Ironman, but she does the
CrossFit stuff?
Yeah, CrossFit. She's like a queen of that or something. She's like she works at Riverview. She's a commercial lending officer.
That's brutal.
Oh, she's amazing. She's amazing. And a great citizen of our community. So thank you, Lachelle. I appreciate that very much. Thanks for your support. So, well, what a great night. I mean, seriously, everybody, thanks a lot. Thanks for helping us support all the programs and the future success of the Historic Trust, and as well as celebrating all the history, right? So you're going to receive an email with the detailed instructions on how to pick up the items that you bought. And remember, silent auction is still open and will remain open until noon tomorrow, the 24th. So get those last-minute bids in. And I want to close out and repeat the quote that Governor McCall said that Stacy mentioned in her appeal, and that is, heroes are not giant statues framed against a red sky. They're people who say, this is my community, and it's my responsibility to make it better. So to each and every one of you this evening that helped to make our community better, thank you very much. And because of it, every one of you are heroes. I want to say thank you to Doug for helping us out tonight. Thanks for being here.
And thank
Appreciate
you, Kim,
of course.
for the invitation.
And thanks to everybody that helped put this on. I hope you all have a great night and be safe. Thanks.